Hi guys. So in this video it's like a proper issue. So I wanna talk about a very important topic that I feel everybody should understand. It is the power of an apology. Throughout my entire life, I've come across so many great people, so many bad people, and I've grown entirely as a human being over the last 19 years, and a lot of growth over the last 3 years since my high school days, and now I'm in a college. So I've grown a lot as a human being. And one thing I've come to understand very corely is that the power of an apology is a lot more than what we can ever assume. Throughout my life, I've been a hard dick to a lot of people. I was this really arrogant person, self-absorbed, narcissistic. I'm not proud of any of the words I say, but that was who I was back in 10th grade. I thought that hurting other people was a cool thing. I thought that making fun of other people, demeaning other people, talking in a condescending way was what a man would do, what a human would do to make themselves feel better. While all I did was just fill a hole in my entire life that where they were better than me and I could not prove it, and I just acted in a very condescending way to them. And if any of the people are watching this, I'm like really sorry for how I acted. And this stream of apology is not a show of weakness. The stream of apology is a show of strength. The fact that you are able to keep your ego aside and actually act like a decent human being and ask that apology is the entire show. And I've thought for a long time that the apology means nothing. It's just a sorry. What can be in that sorry? But for the person who has actually been affected, a person who has actually been hurt, that sorry means a lot more than what a person like me who's asking a sorry can actually understand. And the world is really balanced when it comes to karma and all that, but I'm not going to go into that aspect. What I want to speak about is apology. Uh, all of us, I mean, a lot of mistakes over our life, and that's completely normal. Humans make mistakes, they learn from them, they grow as a human being from them. Uh, Most people think that why am I saying? Most people think that if you ask apologies, it's a bad thing. Most people think that I don't learn from a mistake. That's not true. Every human being learns from their mistakes. Every human being always learns something from the mistakes subconsciously. Sometimes we learn from them consciously when it comes to business or when it comes to education, when it comes to exams. You see a paper and you realize, okay, I've done it wrong, I'm going to correct it. But a lot of places in life you learn it subconsciously. When it comes to people, you learn it mostly subconsciously. When you act in a very bad way to someone, when it's being reciprocated to you, that's when you really understand what kind of a person you are. And at that point you realize how important you owe an apology to that person. You owe that apology not because you are a bad person, you owe that apology because you have to let that person know that they were right and you are wrong. The major part of an apology is not that sorry, it's the entire fact that you are completely letting your ego down and you are being very logical, very genuine that you were in the wrong and they were in the right, and you're just apologizing. An apology it does not just mean the word sorry. An apology means elaborating however you are wrong, how they were right, and how you have learned from them, and how you are planning to implement them, and then say that sorry. That's when you really mean that apology. I can go to anybody and just say, "Hey bro, I'm sorry." That's the type of apology you probably make when you hit like when you dash into someone by mistake or whatever. But when you hurt someone emotionally, when you hurt someone physically, your sorry needs to mean a lot more than just the word sorry. Sorry is you expressing in a vulnerable way that I was wrong. There is no justification to how I was, and you are in the right, and I'm sorry. When you start asking sorry a lot more, when you start accepting wherever you are wrong and start learning from them and start acting in the right way from all these mistakes you have done in your life, you really improve as a human being. You really improve the scales of life, because for most people they never let that sorry come out of their mouth. They never understand how bad of a person they were, and unless you understand how bad of a person you were, you will never be able to make it out of that bubble or loop you have been in. So regardless of whether the person acknowledges your apology, regardless of whether the person fights you after your apology, you don't expect any reaction after the apology. The apology will do its own work. it's your job to say that and not expect any outcome. Most people, they think that when I ask this sorry, they'll be like, oh my god, don't say it, it's not bad. Most people won't be like that when you actually hurt them. But it's your job to apologize, and there is nothing wrong in doing it. So that is what I've learned from a very specific person in life. So I don't know if that person is watching this video. I've already apologized to them just a minute back. But even if they're watching it now, I'm like really, really sorry. But thanks for watching this video. See you all in the next video. Goodbye. Peace out.